Have you been harassed by the CIA since you've written your book? Well, for example, when you released that list of CIA operatives in Portugal, do they get upset with that type of thing?
Yes, I think they don't like it at all. You see, if the CIA people in Portugal or in any other country were there for legitimate purposes, they simply would hang out a shingle. The fact that they try to hide themselves behind a cloak of some ostensible other employment, such as State Department, is because they're up to no good. Now, the people I mentioned in Portugal are not only people I think that are working there, but I know some of the names, particularly the 3 or 4 that had worked in Latin America during my time, such as the chief of station there, who had been in Brazil and Uruguay, and also the deputy chief of station, who had been in Brazil and Chile and I think Venezuela. On this question of harassment, the CIA hasn't actually made overtures to me or threats of any kind. What they have tried to do for over a year now is to plant stories that would discredit me personally, my motivations and my character. For example, they have tried to surface a story a number of times that I had done this book or had had some contact with the KGB, which is certainly not true. But each time that story has come up, and most recently just a week ago, it has been a charge made by some CIA person who has refused to be identified by name. In every case, they have required anonymity to make the charge, and I think that's a pretty strong indication of just how false it is.
What is the reason that they're not going after you physically? Is that because of the publicity you've received, or what?
I think the fact that the book is already published is one strong factor in my favor. The publicity certainly is another. I'm fairly careful too, and I don't think that they would have very much to gain, although certainly they would like to prevent additional disclosures, and I'm working on a second book and also working with people from a lot of different countries, including the United States, of course, to identify and expose CIA people in other countries. But there's not very much they can do to stop that, because even if I disappeared from the scene, other people could carry on.